Am I coming to see you homecoming? Nah, I'm not coming to see you homecoming. I can't make it out there.
My name is.
I wish I could though, but it just can't happen. I got treatment out here. I can't be I gotta get ready. Big ready.
He's got an injury. I guess he was inactive during the last game and whatnot that he's got to get ready for. But do you think that he's ready to start?
I absolutely think he is. And the reason I think he is isn't even so much about the physical now. Like, the reason I think Shedeur is because I think Shedeur has now gone through enough of the rigors of the NFL to be mentally ready for what the NFL is going to throw at you. As a starting quarterback, half the people going to love you, half the people going to hate you. And the moment you throw your first interception, Shedeur, everybody is calling for your head because all the haters are going to be as loud as ever. But now Shedeur, especially over the last month, has shown the mental maturation to me that suggests, hey, you can go out there and you can take it on as an NFL quarterback. The talent physically has never been a question mark for Shedeur Sanders.
Those were the words that changed everything. Shedeur Sanders, calm and composed, turning down the chance to walk back into Boulder like a king. His jersey retired. His name chanted in the stands. His legacy cemented in Colorado football history. But instead of soaking in the glory, he stayed in Cleveland. Injured, rehabbing, locked in. And that, right there, says more about his mindset than any stat line ever could. Because while the Cleveland Browns just got humiliated 32-13 by the New England Patriots, their quarterback room has turned into a full-blown soap opera. Dillon Gabriel, struggling. Joe Flacco, inconsistent. The offense, flatlined. The fans, losing faith fast. So the question tonight is simple. Why can't Shedeur Sanders get a chance? This week on Speakeasy, Emmanuel, Acho, and Lushan, Shady, McCoy asked the same question. And the answers they gave? They might have just exposed what's really going on inside the Browns organization. See, Acho didn't hesitate. He said Shedeur is ready. Not just physically, mentally. After a month of absorbing NFL pressure, criticism, and chaos, he's shown the kind of maturity you can't fake. The kind of maturity you only earn when the world doubts you. Half the people love you. Half the people hate you. But the moment you throw one interception, they all come for your head. That's what Acho said. And he's right. But the difference is, Shedeur's ready for that storm. Because at Colorado, he was the storm. He's been hated. He's been hyped. And through it all, he never flinched. Now he's in Cleveland, humble, quiet, grinding through rehab, while two rookies in front of him can't move the chains. So tell me, Cleveland, what exactly are you waiting for?
Yeah, he can start. I mean, why not? Is there somebody in front of him that's playing better than him that can't start?
No, absolutely not. No.
I'm just sitting here patiently waiting. I've been real humble, and I said I'm not going to disrespect no other players because I don't need to.
Yeah.
You know, the head coach is doing enough disrespect. It's like I'm wondering, why can't Shedeur get a shot? You got two rookies. One rookie is playing. He's playing bad, right? Is he playing bad? He
ain't doing nothing. Yeah,
he ain't doing much, right? And my thing is, you got a player that people want to see that are curious about. Is he good? Is he a fifth rounder? Or was he really a first rounder? Let's find out. Because everything I talk to coaches over there, because I know a lot of coaches over there in the Browns, and I know a lot of players over there. And they say, yo, the young brother's pretty good. Can he get better? Yeah, because he's a rookie. The same way there's rookie that's starting now is just playing okay. And then the old fella that just left wasn't playing at all good. So my thing is, why can't Shedeur start?
That was the energy on Speakeasy. Shady wasn't sugarcoating a thing. He's hearing from Browns coaches and players who say the same thing. The young brother's pretty good. Could he improve? Of course, he's a rookie. But what's the point in holding him back if the guy in front of him isn't doing anything special? And that's the truth fans feel deep down. The Browns aren't going to the playoffs. The division's gone. The season's slipping away. So what are we doing here? Why protect mediocrity when potential is sitting on the bench? And let's not act like Cleveland's quarterback carousel hasn't been a disaster. Kenny Pickett came and went. Joe Flacco gave them a flash of false hope. Dillon Gabriel was supposed to be the next man up, but he's been, as Shady said, regular. Not terrible. Not great. You can't win in the NFL with mid. You need magic. You need presence. You need it. And Shedeur? He's got it. Acho said it best. Some quarterbacks just have something you can't measure. Nick Foles had it. He wasn't the fastest, he wasn't the strongest, but he walked into games and made them legendary. 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, a Super Bowl MVP. That same spark, that unexplainable command, is what Shedeur brings. So here's the real question. Are the Browns blind to it or scared of it? Because what we're seeing right now is a team that's lost its direction. They drafted Shedeur, then chained him to the bench. They drafted Dillon Gabriel, now they're protecting him like a fragile investment. And the fans, the people who pay to see wins, are stuck watching the same repetitive cycle of mediocrity. Cleveland, you're 2-6. You just got blown out by a Patriots team that hasn't been relevant since Tom Brady left. 32-13. That's not just a loss, that's an embarrassment. And yet, the one quarterback who's shown leadership, discipline, and growth can't even get a series with the starters? That's not football logic, that's ego management. If you're the Browns head coach right now, do you ride with Dillon Gabriel just because you drafted him higher? Or do you give Shedeur Sanders the chance to prove he's the guy? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this debate is about to heat up. Shady again, pushing back hard. And he's right, these aren't 10-year veterans we're talking about. They're rookies. You can experiment. You can flip-flop. You can test. That's what rebuilding teams do. But Cleveland's acting like they've got something precious to protect in Gabriel. Let's be honest, they don't. The kid's ceiling, as Acho pointed out, looks like Tua Tagovailoa's floor. And even Tua, in his best year, capped at 25 touchdowns and a first-round playoff exit. So if that's your ceiling, what are we doing? The Browns aren't just losing games. They're losing vision. You drafted Shedeur for a reason. You saw something in him. You saw the mental toughness, the leadership, the grit of a kid who's been under a microscope his entire life. And now that he's in your building, you're treating him like a backup who's lucky to be there? That's not development. That's disrespect. And maybe, just maybe, that's why Cleveland can't get out of its own way. Acho said it clearly, I hate that we're punishing the Browns for drafting Shedeur more than the 31 other teams that didn't. Think about that. The one team that took a chance on Shedeur is now being criticized for not playing him, while the 31 teams that passed on him get to sit quietly and pretend they weren't scared. But that's the irony of the ones who take bold risks get burned first. So let's call it what it is. This isn't about readiness. It's not about draft position. It's about narrative. The league isn't ready for Shedeur to succeed. Because if he does, it exposes everyone who said he couldn't. Do you think the Browns are protecting Dillon Gabriel, or protecting themselves from being proven wrong about Shedeur Sanders? Sometimes the most dangerous thing in football is a player who refuses to wait his turn. And Shedeur Sanders? He's been waiting too long. He turned down fame to focus on football. He humbled himself to heal. He stayed quiet while the internet questioned him. But every day he waits, his legend grows. Because deep down, fans know Cleveland's future might already be sitting on that bench. See, this whole debate, this firestorm, isn't really about talent anymore, that it's about politics. It's about a front office trying to prove it made the right draft choice, even if that choice isn't producing results on the field. And that's where things get ugly. Because right now, the Browns aren't just losing games, they're losing identity. They're a team built around excuses, around what-ifs, instead of execution. Meanwhile, Shedeur Sanders is showing something you can't teach, patience with purpose. While others chase spotlight, he's chasing readiness. While others tweet excuses, he's rehabbing in silence. And that's the part people keep missing. That clip from Speakeasy, the one where Shedeur said, "No, I can't come to homecoming. I got treatment out here." That wasn't just a throwaway line. That was a statement. A statement that said, "I'm not here to relive my glory. I'm here to build my future." Kings don't chase crowns, they earn them again. That's what Shedeur is doing. But here's what's crazy, Cleveland doesn't seem to realize what they've got. Acho said it best, if you're terrible right now, see what the kid's got. But instead, head coach Kevin Stefanski keeps rolling out the same tired game plan, protecting a struggling rookie and a system that's collapsing in front of everyone's eyes. After that 32-13 embarrassment against New England, Browns fans flooded social media asking the same question. Why even draft Shedeur if you're never gonna play him? Why indeed? Because let's be honest, the Browns quarterback room has looked like a revolving door of missed chances. Joe Flacco was brought in for veteran stability. Kenny Pickett came and went faster than a preseason snap count. Dylan Gabriel was drafted in the 3rd round, but his play screams indecision, not dominance. And now, sitting quietly at the bottom of the depth chart, is Shedeur Sanders, the one name that still carries both hype and hope. Shady McCoy hit it bluntly on Speakeasy, "You draft me to play, right? Not to clap for somebody else." That's the raw truth. Shedeur didn't come to Cleveland to hold a clipboard that he came to compete. He's not asking for a handout, he's asking for a fair fight. And if we're being real, the Browns need to stop acting like this is the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback room. This isn't Mahomes sitting behind an MVP. This is a 5th-round rookie being told to wait his turn behind mediocrity. At some point, loyalty to your draft board becomes disloyalty to your team. If you were Shedeur right now, sitting healthy, watching the Browns crumble week after week, would you stay patient, or would you demand your shot? Now, Emmanuel Acho tried to offer perspective, saying fans should actually thank the Browns, because at least they drafted Shedeur when 31 other teams didn't. At least general manager Andrew Berry, one of the few black GMs in the league, had the courage to take that chance. And yeah, on paper, that's true, but that courage means nothing if you don't follow through. If you're going to draft Shedeur Sanders, the son of prime time, the kid who lit up college football, the quarterback who turned Boulder into a national headline every Saturday, then you better have the courage to let him play. Otherwise, what was the point? To win headlines in May and lose games in October? Because right now, that's exactly what's happening. Let's talk reality. The Browns are 2-6. Their playoff hopes are buried. Their locker room morale is slipping. And Myles Garrett, the face of their defense, is out there giving crazy work every game for no reason, as Shady said. That frustration is contagious. Players see what's happening. Fans see it too. And when dysfunction becomes the culture, good players stop wanting to stay. That's how you lose more than games. You lose credibility. No free agent wants to join a team that doesn't even believe in its own talent. And that's exactly where Cleveland's headed. Because how do you sell the future when the guy who represents that future is sitting on the sideline wearing a headset? Do you think the Browns' dysfunction is what's keeping Shedeur from starting? Or is it something deeper, maybe fear of what happens if he succeeds? Acho and Shady both made valid points. Acho believes the Browns deserve some credit for drafting Shedeur. Shady believes credit means nothing without opportunity. And honestly, both can be true. Because while Cleveland may have been brave enough to take him, they're being cowardly in how they handle him. They talk about development. They talk about the process. But you can't develop a player you refuse to test. How's Shedeur supposed to grow if his reps come with third-string linemen and receivers who won't even make next year's roster? You can't measure greatness in practice. You measure it in pressure. Pressure reveals potential. And right now, Cleveland's hiding theirs. If you're truly building for the future, you put your young quarterback out there with real protection, real weapons, and you see what he can do. That's how you find your guy. That's how the Eagles found Jalen Hurts. That's how the 49ers found Brock Purdy. This, you learn. You adapt. But the Browns? They're recycling excuses. And here's the part that hurts the most. Shedeur wants this. He's not ducking the pressure. He's not playing the victim. He's saying all the right things. He's staying patient. But at some point, patience runs out. And when it does, Cleveland might realize too late that they wasted the most gifted quarterback prospect they've had in years. Not because he wasn't ready, but because they weren't. Right now, this team is living off confusion. The head coach doesn't trust his young guns. The general manager is trying to justify his draft picks, and the fans are caught in between, wondering if the Browns even want to win anymore. If you don't know who your quarterback is by week 8, you probably don't know who your team is either. Let's go back to that debate table for a moment. By the end, even Acho admitted the obvious. Dylan Gabriel looks limited. He's got accuracy, sure. He's got flashes. But ceiling? Minimal. While Shedeur, even in limited reps, shows control, command, and calm. That's not hype. That's presence. And if you're watching this, you know exactly what that looks like. The body language, the poise, the quiet confidence that says, I belong here. That's what Shedeur has. That's what Cleveland refuses to see. If Shedeur Sanders started next week, with a real offensive line, real starters, real weapons, how do you think he'd perform? Be honest. Now look, maybe it's fear. Maybe it's pride. Maybe it's both. But what's clear is that the Browns are at a crossroads. Play it safe, keep losing slowly, or take a risk, and maybe, just maybe, ignite something special. Because let's face it, the old way isn't working. The fans are restless. The locker room's frustrated. The league's laughing. And yet the answer might already be sitting right there, wearing number 14, taping his wrist, whispering to himself, stay ready. The storm always starts quiet, right before it hits. So what happens next? If Shedeur gets his shot, we'll finally see whether all that hype was smoke or fire. But if Cleveland keeps holding him back, they're not just losing a season, they're losing the one thing no franchise can afford to lose, belief. Because when you've got a quarterback who says, I can't come to homecoming, I've got treatment, that's not immaturity. That's discipline. That's hunger. That's the exact thing you want in your leader. And if the Browns can't recognize that, then maybe the problem isn't under center, maybe it's on the sidelines. So, Cleveland, the clock's ticking. You're out of playoff contention. You've lost your spark. The fan base is begging for something real. Give the kid a chance. Let him show you what Big Ready really looks like. Because if you don't, he'll go somewhere else. And when he lights it up, everyone will remember this season as the year the Browns fumbled their future again. And that's it for today's deep dive. Cleveland fans, I want to hear from you. Should Shedeur Sanders get his shot now? Or should he keep waiting behind a rookie that's playing regular? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We read every single one. If you love these breakdowns, hit that like button, subscribe to Gridiron Insights, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Because here, we don't just cover football, we expose the truth behind it. Until next time, stay sharp, stay passionate, and as always, welcome to Gridiron Insights.